No, bag's still on.
So Jim, what's the first day with the Islanders been like?
Well, it's been very exciting. It's a new chapter for myself and my family, and obviously a new chapter for the Islanders. So I think excitement's the word of the day for all of us.
What can fans expect when they come to the Eastlink Centre in August and September to see your team play?
Well, we want to be a team that works very hard and makes the island and proud, and part of that is attention to detail. Discipline, accountability, structure, all kind of buzzwords of things that I like my teams to represent. So that's what we're going to do. We want a team that's equally adept both offensively and defensively. So we'll spend a lot of teaching time on both aspects of the game.
Have you had a chance to look too deeply into your roster yet?
Well, I've had a lot of investigation, talked to a lot of different people, and I think the foundation of any hockey club starts with a great goaltender, and it's nice to know that we've got a heck of a goaltender in Mason McDonald, and talent is what wins games. So, when you see the names like Chalapik and Sprong jumping out at you the second round, early second round of the National Hockey League draft, tells me that there's a lot of depth of talent here. So our job, I think, as coaches is to take that talent and blend it all together and make sure that it's one unified front coming at you. It's a simple game that I think gets confused a lot by our coaching. So my experience has kind of taught me just to kind of slow down, take things a step at a time. Don't try to implement everything in one day. But the nice part is the last couple of situations I've been in, I've taken over mid-season, which you're trying to condense a lot of things into a short period of time. Here, I think with the luxury of training camp, exhibition, and that we can gradually form and forge our identity as we move forward into the season.
When people look at your career coaching in the CHL, they'll see some losing seasons. What would you say to those fans that'll look at that and say, is this the right guy for this team?
Well, I think experience, you learn in every situation, and you probably learn a heck of a lot more when you lose than when you win. Sometimes winning is a byproduct of just a talented group, whereas if you have sometimes a little bit talent challenged, you have to search deeper into your coaching repertoire, and I think like anything, you get better as you get older and with more experience. One of my first forays into the Canadian Hockey League was an expansion situation, which in retrospect I was way over my head. I was 28 years old, very, very wet behind the ears, but that being said, I learned a heck of a lot from those situations, and I think as long as you learn every situation you're in, you can foster success moving forward.
What was it like to work for the owner in that expansion situation?
It was interesting. Don's a wonderful man. I'm forever indebted to Don for the opportunity, I guess, to start the CHL. As I said before, I was 28 years old. I was coaching a Tier 2 team 2 hours away, and fortunately got the call. And it's something he's a Canadian icon, and the fact that I worked for him is something that's pretty cool to tell the stories, and it's something I'll always cherish.